You know, I actually haven't made a proper Patchy video in a long while. You know, like, I made the birthday vlog, right? And my 20th birthday was amazing, by the way. It was amazing. I loved it. So grateful for some amazing friends to have such a great night. But aside from that, you know, I have been doing Dragon Quest. But when was the last time I properly made a Patchy video? I think it was that emulation one, right? Well, you know what? Kuro sent me a video message from a special friend of his that he met over a certain party. So I'm gonna pull it up on my beautiful little phone here with the MLP wallpaper, which you can now see, and we're just gonna see what he has to say.
Oh, you bastard! You haven't done any MLP videos in a good way, Will! Get on it, you fat cunt!
Well, yeah, absolutely right. I haven't done MLP content in a while. I haven't finished G5, so I can't properly review it, but, you know, maybe I could review it season by season. That would be a good idea. Christmas is coming up. I could make a festive video, but what to do? You know, I do have a few MLP bootleg figures. Why don't we talk about them? So, as you can probably tell from my wonderful collection behind me, I have a massive interest in My Little Pony, and of course collecting the figures and the plushies and whatever I can possibly get my massive and disgusting little hands on, I will collect. I've spent a lot of money on this wonderful collection here, and it has only taken me about 2 or 3 years to amass the collection that I have. And of course I have some very obscure items in here, like these G5 Pez dispensers, which are an absolutely real and official product. But I wanted to talk about some of the more obscure ones that just aren't even MLP related in the first place. Ones that try to capitalise off of its popularity while not being My Little Pony. We're talking about knockoffs, and I don't have very many of these, so this is going to be a nice little short video, which I hope you guys enjoy, because I want to try and switch to some of my genuine videos being in this style, where we have the GoPro, we have a mic. I'm trying out my phone as the mic this time to see if the quality's a little better, because the last time we did this, it wasn't so good. So without further ado, I'm getting into some of the knockoffs. The first one being this strange little green thing right here. I got this at Poundland, oddly enough. I got this a year ago and just had it on the shelf up there for no apparent reason. It's extremely thin and you can squish it very easily, so it's a very abusable little creature. The plastic on it's very cheap, and it literally has the basic toy shit printed on the side. The mark for it is on the body rather than the ass, and of course that disturbing face. It looks like it's something out of G3 if they even sold them locally, which they don't. I don't remember what set this is from. All I remember is that I saw it in a shop, it was only £1, and I picked it up. And it's not very nice. Now the belle of the ball though, my favourite knockoff figure is not just that, it's something better. It's this creature. I could go off on a tangent for hours about this disgusting little creature, so why don't we get into his origin story? A little while ago last year, my grandparents took a wonderful trip to the Dominican Republic, and my little sister went with them, and they wanted to get me something, so I was afforded 2 items. One gigantic jug of rum, which I have yet to open because people buy me way too much booze, and I don't drink much, so I can make one Christmas Day supply of rum a year supply because everyone buys me bottles. And I got this. It was attached to a school bag, which you can clearly see is no longer a part of this beautiful creature. It was the only thing they could find MLP related in the Dominican Republic. I don't really blame them. It's not like you see a lot of MLP shit in certain shops. But this is so off-brand, it is hilarious. And you're gonna like it. So, to begin, we have the tail, which is just a bit of fabric. 3 colours printed on. It's nothing. And as you'll notice, there is no mane on the top of the head here, none, except from another little bit of fabric right here, which is purple on this side, and then it's the same colour as the tail. They were too lazy to put it on both sides, which is amazing. They have a little bit of a stitching problem at the bottom, as there is a massive tear right down here under the legs. The entirety of this side is covered in glue and red fabric from the bag that I pulled this off of. The eyes, you'll notice, are at the side. So when you look at this straight on, it's just staring you in the fucking face with nothing. But when you look to the side, it's not looking at you. It's disturbing. I love it. Now, moving on, we have the wings. The wings are on the back side. They are not where they're supposed to be. They are literally right behind the tail, and they are a completely different type of fabric altogether, and they do not match up with the actual fur. The fur material, it's just, you know, your regular plush shit. It's the same kind of thing you'd see in official plushies. But then there's the sewing. You see, we have 2 ears here, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing unusual, and then we get to the 2 other ears. These other ears here are facing backwards and are also on top of the head. So instead of hair, we have 4 pairs of ears. You ever seen someone as good as hearing like that? I've not, because I have no hearing. And the horn. It wouldn't be Twilight Sparkle without the magical horn and the cutie mark, which we're getting to. No cutie mark on this side, I'm saving it for last, as we have a random blue nub. No horn, just a random blue fucking nub for no good reason. I don't understand why this is here, but it is. And my favourite part of this knockoff is the cutie mark. The cutie mark of this disgusting little gremlin is not actually the official cutie mark, which looks a little something like this. It's more the Star of fucking David, but as a cutie mark. It's a fucking Star of David with a bunch of Stars of David. So this Twilight is very clearly Jewish. It's probably why it's so cheaply made. That was a joke if you didn't understand. That was a joke. I love Jewish people, and they're amazing craftsmanship. Like this one. There's another hole in the back here, which is amazing, but the thing I really love is that it was made in China. The only label in this thing says Made in China. That's it. Made in China. That's all we get. Now, it's a wonderful little creature because it is by far the most disturbing plushie that I own. And of course, the smallest. So it usually just kind of blends in with the 2 Pinkie Pies and the Luna and the Flutterbat, which you will aptly see a picture of right here because I love showing it off. There is one more though. The only problem is that for this one final figure I was able to find locally, we have to kind of move around. We're going to have to go off site for this one, so I'll see you guys in a little bit when I'm in the shop. These ones we couldn't buy for the video, but we have the 14-piece mega pack of Wonder Unicorns and Unicorn Mega. And even some big ones over here, they're all knockoffs. Surprising. I wouldn't expect to find so many knockoffs in a shop. But they're actually easier to come by in my area than official ones. And well, that is all of the wonderful little bootlegs that I have or have found in my area. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I want to make more MLP content. I've really been struggling for video ideas as of late. And of course, without as much free time as I had last year and the year before, it's a little scrunkly when it comes to making videos, but I am still here nonetheless. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more content, because I will be putting out a lot more. Bye bye.